Hey, what up guys, this is Tater. I'm fixing to be playing a game called Stranded Deep, and that is like the game version of the movie Castaway. You get a plane that goes down, and you are stranded on an island. But the difference in the movie and here is you're not really necessarily stuck to one island. You can explore one and move to another. But the need for water and food is very strong, and it will be the death of you if you don't find it. And being that you are surrounded by ocean, salt water is not one of those things that you can use as part of your resources. So, that all being said, we're going to get right into it. I'm going to start a new game. That way y'all can see everything that I'm doing right off the get-go. If there's any questions or if there's something that you don't know, I'm going to try to explain things as I'm going. And if y'all see something that I'm not doing that you think that I need to be doing, please let me know. Leave it in a comment below, and I'll try to include it in one of the later episodes. With that all being said, we're going to get started. If it takes me a little bit to load up, I'm very sorry. My computer is not pro. I'm not exactly professional. I'm a little poor redneck from a country. But, you know, wouldn't be called Tater if I was a city boy. Then again, it'd probably be a good name for a city boy, but anyway, let's get to it. Now, roger that. First thing you need to do when the plane crashes, get out. There's really nothing you can pick up on. At least not that I've found. Get to your raft and alrighty. Now that we're in a raft, if you look down, you'll notice that there is not no paddle. There used to be a paddle that you could get, that I guess there was some kind of bugs off in it, or glitch, or whatever you want to call it, that they took it out, and I'm hoping that they'll add it back in some later episodes. But that all being said, I'm going to check out this boat, being I spawned right beside it, so why not? I need some supplies. I'll go off in here. And you'll notice there's some buoys, but from what I need right now, it's not a very good decision to load up my inventory with stuff I absolutely do not need right now. There is an engine, and that would become useful for later purposes, but right now, it's just a waste of space. And we'll go over here to this island. This is not the kind of island that you would want to set up on. It's real small and it really doesn't have a lot of resources. But as I always tell people, you always want to check the things that you don't never run past anything. You check everything, you loot what you can, carry what you can. It just saves you a trip later on. And whatever island you are on, regardless of how great you think your island is, you will run out of resources. Now this bucket right here, most definitely keep. Any bucket. I don't care if you find 20 buckets. Get the bucket. You're going to need it. Pick up all these little sticks. Because let me tell you, that's another thing you're going to run out of, and you're going to run out of them real quick. Sticks. Rocks, I don't think you'll really need a whole bunch of them, but you will need some, so go ahead and pick them up. Our goal is to actually get to a bigger island, which we will do. But right now I'm just going to go around and just make sure I ain't missing something. I mean, if you wanted to station on the first little island that you've seen, you can. But I am not going to do that. I'm going to at least give it a fighting chance. I'm going to try to go to that island right back there because it looks to be a little bigger. And for what I need to do for this first video is just show y'all the basics to this game. What kind of stuff that there is that you can do. I'm trying not to spend a whole lot of time trying to get from one place to the next, but I do need to get the basics out there so y'all kind of know what's going on. The goal of this game is basically just survive. And when I say survive, that is your only goal, to see how long you can survive. And that's what we're going to do. We may stumble across a shark. There is sharks, whales, you name it, they're in here. Yep. I got one right up under me right now. I'm actually afraid to stand up to where I could actually show you, because you will fall off these rafts. And if you do fall in this water, you are lunch. Because killing these sharks is no joke. You can do it, and they do offer a pretty good amount of food supply. You'll notice the music changed. That's a good indication that you're in trouble. Get where you gotta go. Don't spend a lot of time out here unless you just really want to put yourself for a challenge. Because they'll give you one. I've not managed to kill one yet. I've seen other people do it. They make it look easy, but that was in earlier updates. Try now. It's not as easy as it was. That or I just really do suck, which that's a very good possibility too. But for what I need in this video, I'm pretty darn good. I've actually managed to survive for quite a while on my other saved games that I was doing, that I was learning. Oh, would you leave me alone? Oh shit! Tiger shark. Okay. What I told you they would do, guess what? He just did it. Freaking punk. Leave me alone. Oh God, swim. We might just die before we can ever even get to our island. And if that happens, it will be funny, at the same time it's very disappointing. Leave me alone, shark. I just lost my raft because I'm not turning around to go get it. Luckily that is a tiger shark. Because he left me alone. He could have had me for lunch and he didn't. But the great white sharks are way more aggressive. Trust me. I know. But that all being said, we made it to our island. Our poor little raft. Hopefully to stay there, because when I get some bigger cojones, I'm going to try to go back and get it. But for now, let's do what we got to do. Okay. Notice right here we have a shelter. We have all these lashings. I can't make a lashing yet, but I'm fixing to have to, because for the shelter I'm going to need it. You see these little plants, little yucca plants? That's what you need for your lashing. You collect all these little leaves off of this. I don't exactly remember. I think it takes 4, but I may be wrong. No, yeah, it takes 4, but I got 6, so we should be fine. Drop this on the ground. I'm gonna bring back a fish. Forgot about that. I need to find a palm tree. There's me one right there. Smaller the better for what I'm needing it for. And cut down this tree right here. Because what I'm needing is the leaves that's at the very top. There was some coconuts that just dropped down, which you can use, but I'll explain all that in a later episode. I'm trying to just give y'all the basic idea of what's going on, and pretty much how to survive the first day. Takes a little bit with a little pocket knife. I'd actually like to see it done in real life. A little pocket knife like that, it'd be hard to work with. If that's all you got, it's all you got. Alrighty. That's a little shelter. I normally don't use these shelters, but the other things do, the other kind of houses that you can get on here, they do require a lot more resources and a lot more time investment. But right now I'm going to do just the basic little setups that I need. I got my shelter, now I need a campfire. I'm going to put it right out here in front of my shelter. I have a lighter which I could use to light my fire up. Luckily you ain't got to rub two sticks together on this game, because I would literally be screwed. I ain't got a clue how to do it. And look at there, another bucket. Like I said, keep all the buckets. And look, huh? That's just luck. I wouldn't know what to say if I found another one. Trust me, if you don't think it's luck, play on your own. Look for the buckets. Trust me, I've done it. I've spent a whole lot of time just looking for buckets. Because finding fresh water on this game is not as easy as you would like it to be. But every time it rains, you got fresh water, but you ain't got it if you ain't got nothing to collect it in. So if you had 20 of them, that's just 20 buckets of water that you got. I was looking for food. It don't look like I'm gonna actually be so lucky. If you got coconuts, yeah, you got food. All you gotta do is hit them a couple times to crack them open. But it really was not what I was hoping for as far as this tutorial or walkthrough, whatever you want to call this. You can call it a tutorial, you can call it a walkthrough, you can even call it a let's play. But anyway, I guess I'll go play with the Sharky. Hopefully he's already left. Because you see this little fish, I got my little pocket knife. Come here. Just need one. Come here. You are gonna get me eat. And all I want to do is eat you. I just want to eat you. It will only hurt a minute. That damn rock scared me. All I knew was there was something big. There is easier tools to do this with, but guess what? I don't have them. But you get the idea. But I really did want to show you guys. But I guess I'll have to do that in a later episode because it just ain't working out my way. And I'll just have to get the better tools that I need to show you how to do this. But being you got a little campfire, if I so happens to have been lucky enough to catch that fish, you can hold it over the fire, which I'll show you. I'll light it real quick. You can hold it over this fire and cook it. If you cook them, if you eat anything like that raw, you will get sick. And if you get sick, your little hunger and your life and your water, all your stuff's going to go down real fast, and your chances of surviving is not very good that way. So cook your food. That all being said, the shelter, why is it so important? It's because you need that to sleep. And on these new updates, that's also required to save your games. Although if you notice, when you hit the escape key, it's got that little save button right there. Well, it used to be you could just click this right here, pause the game, and you could save it anytime, anywhere. But now in the game, you are required to have a shelter or a bed in order to save your games. With that all being said, I got my fire, I got my shelter. These are the islands. And you understand the basic part of the game. There is a lot of things that I could be doing, and like I said, if I would have had a spear right there, catching those fish would have been a little more better. But there is a lot of stuff you can do on here. These right here are for purifying your water to get fresh water, which is a needed thing, but they do require buckets. And I really ain't got a lot of buckets right now, but if I have to, that's what we'll end up doing, because we really won't have a lot of options. But that all being said, there's a lot of things that can be done. You got custom houses you can build. You got rafts, and you can even go all the way from building and putting actual motors on these boats, or you can build a regular just sailboat. There's a lot of different things you can do on this game, all the way from making gardens, and there's some stuff right here that's yet to come out. They're still working on this game, so they're adding new stuff to it. They're improving a lot of things, which I'm really excited about, waiting for some of this stuff. But y'all can get the basic concept of what all I can do, what all that can be done. If you've seen something, got questions about anything on there, let me know. And if y'all have any ideas that you would like me to add in my next videos, please leave a comment below. Tell me what you think, and have fun playing. Y'all have a good one.